You've seen how devastating the side kick can be in MMA and kickboxing, and now you want to know the sneaky moves to make it work in your own sparring? Hey guys, I'm Jennifer Waters. You do not want to miss this video because in it, I'm going to show you 3 ways to set up an amazing attack with a side kick that ain't nobody going to see. I mean, let's face it, the side kick is a basic technique. Why do so many styles abandon using it? One of the reasons why it's abandoned is because you can't do it from a classic boxing stance where my weight is forward, my hands are in tight, and my hips and my chest are facing you. A side kick can't be thrown from this position. What can be thrown very easily from this position, of course, is a front kick, or maybe even a 45-degree round kick or a back leg round kick, which you kind of see in Muay Thai with roundhouse kicks because they're angular kicks, but I still am facing forward. And a lot of mixed martial artists have taken what is great about Muay Thai, the strong kicks, the strong stances, the elbows and the knees, and they've adopted that as the only thing that they use in the punching and kicking environment. Same thing for if I'm trying to win a fight with kickboxing, I might keep my hands up more like a Dutch style, keep it in tight, make sure all the power comes off the hips. But because of this one thing, I am never gonna be in a great position for a side kick without doing this. I have to blade my stance. Blade. Not that kind of blading. I have to blade my stance. I've got to slightly blade them. So I'm gonna have that foot angled off, I'm gonna have this foot angled off. You're gonna see this stance a lot with greats like Lyoto Machida or Stephen Thompson, or sometimes you might even see it come from Sugar Shane O'Malley. Now watch what happens. When I'm in range, instead of keeping my body squared up, to throw those really strong punches, to throw those Muay Thai kicks in, now what I'm gonna do is I'm simply gonna blade my stance. I'm gonna angle my foot to the side. Once my stance is bladed, now I can throw the side kick. Hey guys, I just want to take a really quick second and thank my sponsor. Who am I kidding? No one's sponsoring this video yet, but hey, you could. And the way that you could sponsor it is not by providing me with a bunch of scrunchies like this, which I'm about to use for my hair because my hair's getting in the way of this next section. But all you have to do is just hit the thumbs up, the like. And if you really feel like sponsoring me, hit the subscribe button. Whew, so much better. Sometimes it's better not to worry about looking cute and just getting in there and ready to open up a can of whoop bleep. No, I'm not gonna say that on my channel. Guys, this is a kid-friendly channel. I wouldn't say that. All right, so we're back at this now. I've got 3 ways that I can set up this side kick. Of course, from my regular long-range stance, which by the way, if you're looking for ways to improve your movement from the long range to close range, make sure you check out the video that you see at the top of your screen. I think, let's see, it's gonna be right here. And once you check out that video, it'll give you some more information about how to improve your range, especially when you're using a bag or you're sparring. Once I'm in my long range, if I want to set this side kick up very easily, feet are bladed, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slide in, and as I slide, I take an extra pivot. Now once I'm in this pivot position, my knee will chamber, and then I'll execute the side kick. Here's where a lot of people get in trouble though, is they try to go ahead and throw that technique in and they leave themselves exposed after the side kick. So I throw my side kick, it's going in there, and then I put my foot down. Now of course, if I'm like in point karate, boom, I scored my point, that person is not gonna come after me. But if I'm in a kickboxing environment or MMA, 2 things are gonna happen. Number 1, my leg's gonna get hit. Someone's gonna sweep my leg out from underneath me. Or number 2, I'm gonna get crumpled down because my legs are in a straight line, good for a double leg takedown. So let's avoid that. Sounds good, right? After I throw my side kick, 2 options that I can do if I'm really coming in with a lot of power. I can come in, kick, step, and turn. Pretty fancy. So I go here, it's full speed. Now, if you want to be amazing, and I know you want to be amazing, don't you want to be amazing? Yep, I feel it. You want to be amazing. You can actually turn this into a spin. So I'm here, I kick, I plant, I spin, and I come through with 2 more techniques. Okay, so we're learning about obviously how to attack with this bad boy, with this side kick, but I think that it's so important for us to discuss why the side kick is known in like old school full contact karate as the giant killer. Oh, and by the way, no giants were harmed in the making of this video. It was just made only killing this bag right here. Okay, back at it. Old school karate guys call this thing the giant killer, and the reason why they call this thing the giant killer is because you can use this kick really effectively as a defensive kick. So let's take a look at that now. So when I'm in position here and I have my hands in tight against the bag, I'm pretending I'm in a short range or a close range environment. The easiest way to set up this kick, of course my weight is forward, is I've got to get the weight on this back leg. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to do what's called a step away. So I'm going to step and turn like I'm trying to run away. Then I'm going to throw in that kick. Boom! There's my side kick. So the full thing would look like this. Another trick, if you're fighting somebody who's bigger than you, like this bag is, you know, way bigger than my huge frame. But anyway, when I'm throwing this kick in, one thing that I have to expect is that there's gonna be resistance and pushback, just like if I was sparring a larger opponent. So when I kick, again, my momentum is going this way. So I have to be prepared to push off and step out. See how I'm doing that? I'm stepping out. Again, I can pivot just like we learned earlier and get back to my stance fairly easily. So I'm here, pivot, kick, and then I can walk out of range. Okay, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, this is great. I've learned a basic side kick. I've learned how to get away with a side kick, but I want to do something fancy, Jen. Like the next time I'm out here and I'm fighting, I really want to tune up that person I'm fighting against. I want to kill him with a side kick. What? Back up just a second. First, black belt control is a must. And now that we've gotten that disclaimer out of the way, let me show you how to really mess with somebody when you're fighting them with the pump side kick. This is the third way to throw the side kick. Now, pump side kick, I start further away from my back. The first thing that I have to do is a pull. Okay, that's gonna be the very first thing. The second thing I'm gonna learn how to do is as I do that pull, I shift my weight to my back leg. I pick that foot up, I hop. When I take that first hop, I need to extend my leg. It's not gonna hit the bag, it's going to pump. And I'm gonna hit out in the air. Then I'm gonna gather some more momentum and I'm gonna come right back at the back. So I'm here, so I'm bouncing my feet, a little head movement. And one more time, let's do this thing. Now again, I'm stopping after I kick, but you can use any movement that you want to spin out, to move around, you name it, you can do it. Just make sure you don't get in the habit of landing and stopping. Hey, I don't know about you, but sometimes I want to just do an at-home workout. I want to train. I want to get in and I want to bang away at that back. So if that's you, go ahead and check out one of these videos that I have right over here that are popping up because it's going to be a home workout video. You want to get in a good workout? Spend 15 minutes with me in a follow-along tutorial. Don't miss it. And, you know, check out the footwork video that's over here to the side as well.